Hello there, Aries. Thank you so much for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of April 11th through the 17th. Let's just take a peek at your cards. On Monday, what we have coming up for you is we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords just simply says that on Monday you are making a decision. You're trying to make it as fairly as you possibly can. Typically, when I see a decision like this is between two people who are trying to pull you onto their side, and they are not getting along. This can be two children. This can also be two friends. This can be two colleagues at work, any of those types of situations. But generally, it's a decision where you're having to decide between two people who are both trying to pull you in their direction. And you are just trying to make this decision in the most fair way that you possibly can. Now, on Tuesday, Aries, what you have coming up is the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse to me talks about a lifestyle change. A lifestyle change is something that is not just a change for today or a change for tomorrow or a change for the week. We're not talking about a cleanse, but we are talking about something that changes in your everyday existence. So this is a shift. This is a change. It's a lifestyle change. The reason that you're making this change is because you want either an improved mode of living, an improved way of living. What do you call that? Improved lifestyle? I know there's a phrase for that. I can't think of it. Anyway, you want to be able to live in a manner that is improved from the way you have been living. I'm sure you guys get the point. Somebody will write in the comments what that phrase is, I'm sure. And thank you ahead of time. All right, so, or this is going to be something that will extend your life, or at least hopefully. And so that's why you're making this lifestyle change. This can include anything from eating healthier, exercising more, putting down the drink, throwing down the cigarettes, anything along those lines at all. Just as long as it improves your, boy, I almost said that phrase. It improves how you're living, or it improves the length of your life. So let's move on to Wednesday. We have the Magician showing up in reverse. This just tells me there's a trickster showing his face in your life on Wednesday. Maybe not literally. Maybe you're just hearing from this person via text or email. I'm not exactly sure. Now, the trickster can be anybody from the practical joker who lives down the street, who always has the pack of gum that when he offers it to you, you reach to take it and it shocks you, all the way up to the con man that's trying to take every last penny out of Granny's IRA. So there's a lot of leeway in there on this trickster thing. You just want to keep your eye open. Make sure the trickster doesn't get you in any way that is serious or life-affecting. For most of you, I don't think the trickster is going to be on that grand of a scale, but you always do want to kind of keep your eyes open. You know, if you're signing any contracts or making any agreements, just make sure you know what you're getting into, that nobody's pulling the wool over your eyes. Okay, so Thursday, what we have coming up here is the Hierophant in reverse. To me, this just says that you're doing something traditional with a non-traditional twist. So I've had this card come up before for people who were going to a wedding and they were going to a same-sex wedding. So that's a traditional thing. We've been doing weddings for centuries, same-sex weddings, at least in this country, a little bit newer. I think maybe they even started, you know, within the past decade, but definitely since I've been alive. And so that's kind of a non-traditional twist on a traditional thing. So that's one example I can give you. There's all kinds of ways that that can manifest, but that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking for there on Thursday. Now on Friday, Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody pouring out the drink. You've got somebody on Friday saying, you know what, I have drank enough. Don't want to drink no more. No more, no more. Had enough drink to last me all of my life. That's what they're saying on Friday. For most of you who are encountering this person that's saying that on Friday, and for some of you this will be you, but not all of you, not most of you even. You may be saying this on Friday, your friend may be saying this on Friday, your loved one may be saying this on Friday. I have the very strong impression that for most of you, by Saturday, their tune will already be changing. So for those of you who would really like for them to stop the drink, don't get too excited here. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. And for some of you that this is not about the drink, this is about some kind of addiction issue that's coming up on Friday. For most of you, it is somebody that you know it's not actually you that is ready to just say, done, 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 done. Even for other addiction issues, though, I feel like this does not last long. This person just is not able to follow through with what they want, at least not yet. There will be some exceptions to that, though. Some people will quit for good, and good for them. Now, Saturday, Nine of Swords in reverse. This is talking about the end of some kind of situation that has been stressing you out. So either the situation is not as stressful as it used to be, or you've done some kind of healing so that you're just not letting this stressful situation bother you. One of the two. Either way, you're not carrying that stress around that you were. So whatever this situation was, it was one that you were kind of obsessing about. Maybe you couldn't sleep well. Maybe you were having a hard time focusing on everyday tasks. Now what's happened when this card comes in and reverses, that stress is alleviated somehow. All those swords are falling away from that woman. All those thoughts are changing to more positive, more happy, more relaxed thoughts. So that's what I see coming in for you guys on Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Four of Coins showing up. This is just telling me that you are putting some money away in savings, stashing some money back. I feel like for most of you, you're going to have some plans for this money that you're stashing back. Some of you may have, maybe this is some mad money that you're saving away. For those of you who don't know what mad money is, it's something that I heard of in Texas, and people used to take a little bit of money here and there and stash it away to spend on whatever they felt like spending it on, and to not feel guilty about if it wasn't an absolute necessity. If it was a luxury type thing that they normally wouldn't buy for themselves, then they would call it mad money. So you may be stashing away some mad money. You may be stashing away money to buy a new phone or a new car or a new home. You may be stashing away money for a vacation. A lot of you, I'm feeling like it's for a vacation or time off. Some kind of particular recreation is coming through pretty strongly. But just putting some money away for later. Some of you may be stashing away money for just, a rainy day, just in case. But most of you, I feel like you have some kind of intention with this money you're stashing away. So anyway, Aries, that is your week. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic week. I will see you back here the next time. Peace out.